Hello, it's Carl, and this video is all about Snape Maltings. It's one of my favourite places in Suffolk and has been for many years. There's a lot to do here, and I'm going to attempt to sort of show you quite a broad selection of what there is at the Maltings as we go through this video. So we've got the main buildings on the left that we've just gone past. There's some more shops there as well. And then, as you can see, just coming into view is the mast of Naming, which is our huge barge. So I'm delighted that part of our business is actually based at Snape Maltings. So let's have a look at the buildings themselves and what we've got here. So this is the house and garden shop. It is a vast shop. I'm actually going to show you the house and gardens, which has got furniture and interiors. Towards the end of the video, I'm going to kind of loop around, as it were. So house and garden has got a food hall in it, which is where we're going to start our tour. They also do clothing in there. They've got books and stationery, as you can see, and lots of other things as well. But there's lots of places to get some nice food here, and the food hall is one of those places. So let's go and take a look inside. As you can see, there's an abundance of things to choose from. There's tons and tons of things like chutneys and preserves and things like that. A lot of the produce in here is from Suffolk. One of the big brands here is Stokes, which is literally made about 10 minutes away, and they've got every Stokes product that you can buy, and I'm delighted that we actually supply Stokes jam and marmalade in our breakfast baskets. So I'm going to take you outside of the main building now and just have a look at some of the shops along here. I'm going to go into Ersham Street Deli. Now, this is their second shop. The first one is in Bungay. That's the original Ersham Street Delicatessen. And this one in Snape Maltings is also well worth a visit whilst you are, particularly if you're staying on Naming. You can order hampers from here in advance, and you can if you are staying in one of our barns as well. Now, I'm not going to go through and list everything, but you can see there's a fabulous range of products here. There's loads of, again, chutneys and jams and preserves, things like that. Fresh deli counter, huge cheese selection, and again, many local products, and there's lots of chocolates and things like that as well. So, well worth a visit to the deli. And we're going to go outside now and take a little look further along. There's a couple more shops in this building. There's a gallery in there, but there's also Malt, which is the coffee shop cafe at Snape Maltings. They've actually got two here. There's one over by the concert hall as well, and there's a couple of other shops in there too. The ivy-coloured building directly in front of us here is a gallery as well. That's a pop-up gallery. They tend to have visiting artists in there for a couple of weeks at a time. And what you can see here is this fabulous old rudder. It's certainly not from Naming, but it's clearly got some historical tie-in with the vessels that have visited here over hundreds and hundreds of years. And there you can see Naming's mast, and just to the right of Naming is the craft shop, and we'll take a look at that a little bit further on in the video as well. So what we're going to do now is just pan back round and just for the interest of guests staying aboard Naming, this is where we keep our bikes. You can't just come up and take those. They are specifically for our guests, and you can only get the combinations if you are staying aboard. But what we're going to do now is go and have a look at Naming herself. Here she is on the quay. If you've not really come across her, first thing you'll notice is she is enormous. You've got two big anchors at the front there, and as we approach, you'll see the sort of just above them on the bow there, you'll see that sort of swirly white circle with the black rim around it. That's one of two anchor winches. There's one just over the other side. Whenever I look at these, it just brings back memories of being out at sea in the middle of the night, having to stop and weigh anchor for a few hours until we can hit the tides. So on this section of the barge down below, you've got 2 bedrooms and a bathroom. Then you've got the midsection there with the mast, and then further along there where you can see those 2 roof lights. That's the lower saloon, which has got a kitchen and dining area, built-in dining area, and sofa and wood burner, that sort of thing. So it's a huge space. You can see that in other videos that we've got. And there's another bedroom and a bathroom down there, and then the higher section at the back there, towards the stern, is the upper saloon, which has got a kitchen and seating and dining area as well. So I'm going to take you on a very fast tour now to the pub. So this is the walk from Ondernaming to the pub. Obviously you don't walk this fast, but there's the pub. So the Plough and Sail, fabulous dog-friendly pub. They do brilliant food in there, great drinks. They've got an outside courtyard as well as the front section there, and a large restaurant as well. So the Plough and Sail is definitely worth visiting. Now, as I said, we've got the craft shop as well, and that's just right in front of Ondernaming. You can see the mast there behind, and the craft shop has got lots of locally produced products, as well as all sorts of other things as well. So it's worth perusing in there. And then just coming around there's a little coffee hut, so you can get a takeaway coffee. Probably couldn't get it a lot nearer to Ondernaming, could we? But what I'm going to do is show you some of the nature side of it, because Snape Maltings is a hive of activity, which is fabulous if you like wandering around the shops and the coffee shops and the pub and what have you. But what I'm going to do now is show you the other side of it, which is a real yin and yang, from activity to just peace and calm and wildlife. Across the river there, you've got the reed beds and the marshes, and you can spot all sorts of wildlife here. Loads of different wild birds. You said wild boys. It's not a Duran video. But you've then got a little boat there doing the river tours. And then as we pan round here, I've obviously moved a bit further along. And then this is where you can take a walk right along to Aldborough. Aldborough's about 6 miles away. But as we pan round here, you can then see the concert hall coming into view, where, as I said, you've got another coffee shop in there as well. And there it is. It's a world famous classical concert hall. The whole place is a charity in honour of Benjamin Britten, who lived here. Not actually in the Maltings, but nearby. There you go, Britten Piers Arts. So we go around here, and I'm actually going to take you now across. You've got an antiques place there, and then you've got the buildings that are further away in the background there are all to do with the classical music venue. And then you've got some EV points there, and then we're going to wind up this video on Snape Maltings by going into the house and gardens and just show you some of the interiors and furnishings that are in there. So I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope you take the opportunity to visit Snape Maltings, whether you're staying with us or not, and please do subscribe to our YouTube channel. Simply click on our logo on the top right hand corner when that comes up, and do subscribe to our newsletters as well on the homepage of our website. That way I can let you know about cancellations, last minute availability, competitions, that sort of thing. And do follow us on social media as well. So anyway, thank you for watching this lengthy video, but hopefully it's given you a good feel for what Snape Maltings is all about. And I hope to see you on the next video. Cheers!